Okay.
Welcome to Let's Talk. I'm sorry. Welcome to Let's Talk in Big Charlene's World. We're back for another night, a recap of some of the important topics that we feel that we like to discuss with you all tonight. So welcome. We're glad you're here. And Charlene Big World, how are you doing tonight?
Baby, I'm kicking. I'm here for the foolery. I'm here for all the
All
foolery.
right now. So you ready to get started? Because it is a lot of buffoonery going on out here.
Ooh.
So tonight we're gonna start with Real Housewives of Atlanta, this last episode.
Yes, ma'am.
And when Charlene say buffoonery, we can just get right in. Uh I'm sure if you're here, if you probably seen Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Charlene, what you think about this week?
Baby, Marlo, she did a lot. She
Too
did a
much.
lot. She really did a lot, and she don't surprise me with none of the stuff she do. I just say she's really seeking attention, like, and I feel like she's trying to start a storyline for herself, and it's really a storyline that's going down the drain. Let me tell you.
Yeah, because if you think about it, we like what 6 episodes in, and we still talking
Mm-hmm.
about the same storyline with Marlo being
Mm-hmm.
so offended by Kandi not acknowledging her nephew who used to work for Kandi, but wasn't working with Kandi when he got shot and killed. Excuse me for saying that, but
Mm-hmm.
and she's just so how I say triggered all of a sudden now by Kandi. And it seemed
Yeah.
like episode to
There-
episode, that's what it's about, right?
yeah, she triggered and she jealous. She wants, she wants,
That's
she
more.
wants.
I feel like she's more jealous than triggered. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I feel like, and I
Yeah,
feel
because
like Marlo, she wants to put Candy on Front Street, but what are you putting on Front Street for? Like, what
that's
is
what
it
I'm saying.
that Candy
What are you
has done?
out of that? But for especially like I said already, you brought up something that happened 2 years ago, and you didn't even do all this. You didn't have none of this smoke 2 years ago, but you got all this
No,
smoke now. Like,
right?
what's the mo- you
Exactly.
cloud chase
Right.
off camera, whatever you doing, that's what you doing now because you didn't do all that when it first happened. You mentioned it to that lady one time,
Mhm.
and
Right.
Candy made her condolences. You felt some type of way. Now, Candy didn't
Right.
even send flowers to my sister. She ain't do this. She could have bought some flowers and
Mhm.
something. Candy didn't
Yeah.
have to do shit if she
You,
didn't want to.
they could have catered the repass. I'm like,
Exactly. You was expecting a lot. What was you doing, Big Spender? You getting a house built.
okay,
You have some kids. What you
thank you.
doing? You
Right.
the probably
And
only
now
one.
you saying how and then she says her family was so offended by it as well. So
Wow.
make sure she
Marlo
brings
got
that up.
money. Marlo got money. She could bury him. She could have paid for the repass. She could have did all. She riding a Bentley. She got a townhouse and she in a big ass house built. What you talking about?
Exactly. And this episode, really, I really wasn't understanding the episode, but let's just kind of recap. So
Okay.
what basically happened was Courtney decided to have a escape night with the ladies,
With the ladies.
and Candy was invited. Well, all the ladies were invited, but Candy was
Mm-hmm.
invited. And
Mm-hmm.
before Candy decided, because if anybody you remember Candy and Courtney kind of got into it. You remember when Candy and Courtney got into it on the first episode? That was her first introduction to Courtney.
Exactly.
And y'all have a run in. So Candy was kind of reluctant to decide whether she's trying to go. So then what did she do? She
Mm-hmm.
called Kenya. So Kenya going, yeah, girl. It said,
Mm-hmm.
sit down because I got some news for you. And Kenya
Exactly.
goes on to tell her, right? She tells her about what happened with Drew and Marlo. Because you remember
Yeah.
Candy didn't know what happened with Drew and Marlo.
She did. She did. That's
No,
why
she
when they
didn't
was
know.
after that concert, you remember when Marlo bought it up and Candy was like she didn't want to discuss that. Remember?
Mhm. Exactly. Yes.
The same night when Marlo went off on Drew, before she went off on Drew, she tried to bring it
Right.
up in front of all the ladies, I guess to try to put Candy on blast in front of everybody. And
Right.
Candy hurried up and said, she not discussing it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
she didn't want to know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
She
she
wasn't
didn't
gonna
want.
talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and then after that is when Marlo got into it with Drew. So
yeah,
Kenya was trying to tell Kandi because Kandi didn't know anything about it. And Kandi immediately got like an attitude like, what are you talking about? I didn't do what? We actually
exactly,
spoke about it, and I gave her my
exactly.
condolences. I told her, like, I'm sorry about it, but he did not work, with OLG. So she was
Hmm.
bothered about it, but she was like, okay, I'm going to go to this escape party. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see Marlo. And
Exactly.
boy, did you see how Kandi walked in that door?
Baby,
His
but
energy.
you know what the a thing too, Marlo trying to paint this picture like Kandi is like not a which kind of person. Well, how they say that when like don't have a heart or something like that, but
Like supportive, like she's not supportive. She don't have no empathy for
empathy. Yeah, that's
anybody.
the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for. But Kandi brother died. Remember?
right.
Kandi
Yeah,
had
I
a
do
brother
remember.
died when she was young, and Kandi
Mm-hmm.
said she still affected by it. It still bothers her. Not that he been
Right.
dead for years.
And you
So why?
remember, and she had a conversation with Marlo about it, and Marlo
Yeah,
was there, like, yeah, yeah. So they were vibing. And I do like how Bravo, Baltimore, and showing their relationship over because they've had a tumultuous relationship for what over 10 years. They've gone
yeah,
from love each other, hate each other. Now I guess they back to love each other. Now they back to hating each other again. But
yeah.
their relationship has been real crazy for the last 10 years.
Yeah, but she really kind of gave Marlo her little flowers though. She was saying that
She
Marlo had a
did.
good
She
heart.
really did. You right. She
Yeah,
definitely did.
yeah,
Kandi
but
gave it
when
to
you
her.
Marlo be trashing the shit out of Kandi, trashing the shit
Yes.
out.
And I think she's been trashing the whole time Candy's been on there. You know that because she used to be up under like Marietta said she was Nene Dubois. And you remember
Mm-hmm.
Nene didn't she wasn't, feeling Candy. You remember Nene didn't like
Mm-hmm.
Candy. So
Mm-hmm.
Marlo's always, but I just don't understand why Marlo feels like her whole thing is I gotta make Candy accountable. Candy uses this platform to showcase her business. Well, sis, maybe you need to showcase your businesses. What are you
Exactly.
doing? You understand? Like I say, maybe you need to like do something to uplift and let us know what you're doing. Maybe I tell you what, Marlo, maybe you can have a storyline.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. Because you
You
know
ever
what?
thought about that?
Yeah, because in the episode she did say she was like, that's why I don't like telling them nothing because this is the stuff they do. First of all, Marlo, that's the only thing they know about you, what you did 20 years ago. That's all they know
Exactly.
about you. You don't tell nobody nothing. You
Right.
sitting there talking about what that's why you don't. Babe, you could have been clear to look here. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I went to jail, but you hoes got one more time to tell me something about me being a felon, and then you
Okay.
can't put
Right.
a person together. You
Yeah.
can't keep letting that go
But
on and
look how
other.
Marlo has acted over these 10 years. You understand? It's like her
Yeah,
behavior has been shady for the 10 years she's been on here. Okay. So now you want somebody to respect you. But what do you showcase yourself as soon as you get a piece, you've had a piece, what, 2 seasons. And now this is how you act. I wouldn't even be acting like this. You understand? If you don't want anybody to throw your past in your face, then why do you still act like you walk with your past on your shoulders every day when we see you? The way you
exactly.
carry yourself. You understand? Marlo
Hmm.
carries herself shady. Marlo carries herself like she got something to protect and defend. She's
Exactly.
always defensive. So yeah, they're gonna
I-
keep treating you like that because if you ask me, Marlo's still living in her past.
Yeah, she.
Marlo's still that girl in her head. You understand? Marlo ain't let it go. So how
Hmm.
can you think somebody else is gonna let go your past when it looks like to me you ain't let it go yourself, Marlo?
Yeah, just
Because
like
you wouldn't be keep getting affected by it, right? Would you keep getting
yeah,
affected by somebody something you don't let go? They could call me anything. If that's
yeah,
not me no more, it would be like whatever.
exactly. And then it's like too, any interview that she doing, she gonna find a way to come up and say something about Kandi because what I couldn't understand was when what's his name? The boy that's over Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee.
Yeah,
I think it's
Jason
Jason
Lee.
Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He interviewed her, and Marlo told him that people think that Kandi wears designer clothes and she don't. Like, tell me, what did the hell that have to do with your interview with somebody like that? Why is you telling him that? He don't do the housewife. He do mess, but he do love and hip hop, bitch. He don't do the
Right.
housewife. So
She
why you
is
have to tell us how
obsessed.
she dress? We don't even care. Kandi be cute. That's all that matters.
Okay. And from my understanding, they take designer clothes and they put pieces that are not designer. You understand, and make them even,
Mm-hmm.
pop. So everything, they don't have to be designer from head to toe. But for
But you got to
somebody,
celebrities, people give celebrity shit. You don't know half
right,
the stuff that she probably get. They
no,
get them stuff for them to wear stuff. So what is
right.
you saying?
But what does
I
that
didn't get
mean about you? So you are represented by what you have on your body. Like if so, you better than me if you wear designer all the way from head to toe, and I may have one or two designer pieces on. What does it matter? Because
baby because
what
that
it
bullshit.
matters to me is what's in my bank account, and I'm gonna keep it 100.
Exactly.
My bank account and what your bank account is, I'm sure it's gonna be a big difference if you wearing designer from head to toe. Because I'm not going to
Exactly.
spend all that money. I was
Exactly. Like
listening to 50 Cent, and I think 50 Cent, he said he don't wear designer stuff. He don't wear a lot
yeah.
of designer stuff. He said
Hey,
he, why? It's a lot of other nice stuff out here. I ain't got to wear designer. Why?
that shit
But
is
that's
expensive. And
Marlo.
you can't even wear it that many times.
Right.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
You got a badass Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton shirt or outfit. You ain't gonna be able to wear that outfit too many
Right.
times.
Right.
I
But let me
get
ask you
it.
something. Who's better and who's worse? You got designer from head to toe that, like you said, you can only wear one time. So now you try to rent out your clothes. You understand? But
That's
I don't have to wear all designer head to toe, and I can wear it one time, and it don't cost me that much money because I didn't have that many pieces. But everything
mm-hmm.
you have is designer, so you can only wear it one time. So now you out here renting clothes. So I mean, like, make it make sense.
Exactly.
Cause I don't
Yes,
see
you
I don't
do.
see Kandi renting her clothes out.
Thank you.
I'll wait.
Can
But if
Candy
anybody
be
on here,
dope.
let us know. Please let us know how you feel about it. And if you here, please hit that like button and subscribe and show
Exactly.
me and Charlene Big World some love, especially if you all like to see us go live. So please let us know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so with Marlo, I mean, I don't understand why Marlo feels that Kandi owes her some, but I'm so tired of this storyline for Marlo. And it's unfortunate in my eyes that this storyline is the first thing that we're seeing on season 2. If she has a
Fact.
storyline after this, guess what? All we're going to think about is how she presented herself these first 6 episodes. And it's unfortunate because I wouldn't want that to be my storyline. So anything now that comes behind that, we can't even hardly be, it's hard to be happy for you, Marlo, because we see how much
Yeah.
trouble and how much, what you causing right now, and we don't understand why. Last week you was
Exactly.
in it with Kenya. You always with it, Kandi. And then you want to know why the girls are divided. It's a real reason. I wonder what everybody else in the if you're in the chat, please let us know. Why do you think they're divided? Because you see that they are two different groups now, right? Did you see that, Charlene? Well, you got Kandi,
Yeah, you
Kenya,
right.
Drew,
You right.
Marietta. That's a group. Then you
Yeah.
got Sheree, Courtney, and Marlo. So now what we finna get the rest of this season?
Exactly. Because they used to be like that when Nene and them all was on there. They used the big and what was it, the tall girls and the small girls.
And I never liked it. I never liked it. I like
I
when they all
didn't.
could come together. Yeah, maybe you have some personal issues that you can resolve or either get past. But this
Yeah.
division where you got girls trip over here and girls trip over there, Like, yo, make it make sense. This, I don't even know what this season's gonna hold. Then you got Drew, who's talking about. Did you hear what she said about Raph and his surgeries? So what all surgery? You remember she said, Raph, you done had some surgeries, and he said, no, I hadn't. And I think she said you had something on your foot, and then she kind of indicated he may have had some kind of down between, his, you ain't see that girl, like he done had some surgery down there.
You
So I
talking
don't know
when
if he had a vasectomy or he had another surgery.
when
Drew,
when
girl, she called out Ralph.
Drew. Oh wait a minute, you talking about who said that? Marlo.
Drew called out Ralph. I'm talking about Drew and Ralph at the
Oh yeah, when she was
basketball
talking.
when her son was getting trained by that little coach. And she's
I
like,
got
you
it.
know, you done had more surgeries than me, Ralph. I was like, Drew. So what's her storyline?
Bullshit. Her storyline is boring. It's boring. Cause you remember when they first came on, she wasn't even on there. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when the first one or two episodes, she wasn't even on there.
Yeah.
I think she went to Chicago to see about her daddy or something like that. So she wasn't even on there. So I'm saying to myself, what do that mean? Because Ralph is not interested.
Nope.
And you see how he started with the music with her, but then once she ready to start making a video and promoting it, nah, you on your own. I help your ass, son. I gotta do something for myself. Now I don't like that he did her like that.
Here you not and here you find.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell was going on.
baby.
Girl, look, devil get behind us. We ain't finna let you stop us. No. And it's still record. Girl, this would be an edit that you had to edit out like chunks.
Oh wow.
But anyway, what was we talking about so we could like finish? I think we was just talking about Drew. So hopefully Drew will have some kind of storyline. Because right now her storyline with Raph is real boring.
Yeah, very boring. Very.
And from my understanding, they stopped filming when her and Raph both was trying to run down there and file for divorce. So I want to say, what was this story gonna be? What's y'all storyline if after they stopped filming is when they decided to file for divorce? They don't have any of that on the camera, huh? Which they don't have any of that on camera. Real House of Atlanta don't have anything about Drew and Ralph.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I didn't even know they was going forward with that divorce stuff. I thought that was just rumors.
Right. But you remember they both filed, but they filed after they had stopped filming Real House of Atlanta. So we don't have any of that footage. In other words, none of that footage we're going to see them having issues. So I'm like, well, what is her storyline going to be?
So at the end of the season, we still ain't going to know nothing.
No. Unless they go in and add some more episodes. That's why I say these women, they coming up with their own storyline, and it's so boring because what is their storyline?
And they the only black housewives on there, and guess what? Andy don't care.
Exactly. And this is a bunch of foolishness. Now, just like with Sonya, what's her issue? Sonya, her sister and mom, she's putting they're gonna put the family out, separate the family.
Ain't got no backbone. But okay, tell me this. How you feel about what Ross want? Ross want his house clear. Why Sonya got a problem with that? But Sonya trying to make it look like as if, okay, well, you got to understand, we don't have to hire no nanny and no babysitter. Baby, I don't care about none of that. Okay?
Exactly.
First of all, that's y'all son. And then y'all want another one. What make that make sense? You just start. I think she worked for NBC. She started like some popular online thing.
I think Mommy Nation. I think it's called Mommy Nation. Her fitness line.
You doing all this shit. You wore your brother-in-law down. Now it's like your sister, since you told her what Ross said, and sis ready to go. But tell me why the daddy want to stay and the mama, she okay with going back and forth. Y'all need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
Y'all need to sit
I
down
don't
somewhere.
think mom wants to leave at all either. Mom don't want to leave either.
No,
She's
they
willing
don't.
to go to wherever I guess their other home at. I don't know if it's in Jamaica or Florida, and then bounce
Yeah.
back to Atlanta when they want to come to Atlanta. But the sister and her husband, they gotta go. As far as what
Yeah.
Ross want,
They got a whole
I don't
family.
know.
They got a
I
whole
don't know.
family.
I just
But
think Sonya should have had
from
that
though?
conversation with Ross first, huh? What
Where
you
they
say?
gonna
I'm
get their
still.
money from though? Where they getting money from?
Who you asking? The sister
That's what
and her
I'm saying.
husband? I don't know,
Because
but I guess the sister and her husband have to get a job.
yeah, because Sonya said they at least they don't have to hire a nanny or babysitter. So they let me know
Right,
that since the sister there, she
right,
automatically got to take care of your son regardless.
right. So they're
I
taking care of them. Right.
yeah,
Science
and she
taking
said
care of them.
yeah, they taking care of them. That's what
Right.
that is. And her husband see different. Like Sonya, you are so childish, girl. You 40 years old. Do you really need your whole family? Ain't none of Rouse people up in there.
None of them. And Ross never there. You know, Ross is in and out of
He
Austin. He got a
yeah,
limousine
he's
business,
never
a big
there.
limousine business in Texas. I think it's Austin, either Austin or Houston. He's doing very
Baby,
well. So
Ross
he's
got
never
another
there.
one. Ross got another woman.
Okay. I ain't say it, but you did hear that first with Charlene Big World and Let's Talk with Sheila.
Baby,
So
I
if
don't
it
care
come
about
up, you'll know where it came from. I don't
exactly.
doubt it. I don't doubt it
Yeah,
because
because
her
it
sister was
makes
very,
sense.
yeah, her sister, and the way her sister kind of smirked, like, her sister act like she know more than she's letting off. And she's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
no, we're out of here. You know what I'm saying? We actually been helping you all, because Ross is never here. And you're
Exactly.
doing your thing. And the way she said it, it made it seem like when Ross can be there, he's still not there. You know what I'm saying? It's a different than working and then coming home when in between work, or just coming home whenever you come home as if that's vacationing, but
Yeah,
that's not your home where you taking care of your family every day.
yeah. And I
Because
feel
if
like
he has a limousine business in Texas, why not bring that to Atlanta?
exactly you can still make the same amount of money.
Same amount of
Right?
coin, because you
Or
got the connections. In any
think about it.
business, you
Who
make
riding in
money based on
limousines?
connections. Since you went
Depending on
out
what kind of
again, I
cars you
don't see you
rolling with, but
again.
ain't that many people riding in limousines? People getting party buses. Girl, they
Okay,
riding in,
exactly.
and like I said, depending on what kind of limousines he got, he got to have some upgraded ass limousines, not no stretch regular ass motherfucking Ford limousine. You gonna have to have some
I know
Hummers,
that's
some
right.
Benzes, or
Sis,
something.
I don't see you. Excuse me, sis. I don't
I can't
see
hear
you.
you.
So, yes, we're having a little technical difficulties, but we'll be back with Real House of Atlanta, talking about the drama that's going on with season 15. Right now, we're speaking about Sonya and what's going on with her household. And basically, Ross is making a decision that he wants his family back and he just wants his family to be there. But then again, are you going to be there, Ross, with your family, or you just want Sonya there with the key with your son? Because Sonya is saying you're not really actively trying to have the second child that you say you really wanted last season. So what's going on with you, Ross? We want to know. Sonya, we want to know if you're going to make that decision to make it right with your sister, try to keep her there for at least another, few months so that, you can get yourself established and you get yourself orientated to being able to take care of your child. And then allowing her and her husband some time to get themselves a place of their own. So I'm looking forward to find out what's going to go on in the Sonya's household.